Yeah, up to the last second, I was like, I hope I'm making the right choice. And it was really hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's really hard because I never left the job that I loved. I never left a company that I loved. I've never had that. I've always been like, bye, Like, so this was the first time where I was like a little bit in a pickle, like, oh, how can I, it was really hard. I'm not gonna lie. I recognized, so actually, let me backtrack. I got out of maternity leave in November. So I had a baby in August. She's 8 months old now. But I got off maternity leave knowing like I know I need to do something different, but the timing doesn't feel right. I'm a new mom now, and it doesn't feel right. But I was like, I could feel myself like getting complacent because they were treating me so well and because everything was going so great. But deep in my heart, I was like, but whenever I feel this way is the time I know I need to push myself into the next thing. And mentally telling yourself that it takes a lot because when people do get comfortable, it's easy to stay. And I'm just not that kind of person. I just know when I'm like, it's going really well. I'm so happy. But am I a little too comfortable? And that thus is the reason I decided to transition and do something that was challenging again, and start anew. So with this new role, it's more of on the business side of things. It requires my technical expertise, but it's more on the business side, and that's kind of what I knew I needed to do next. Yeah, you know, really, I've been doing this 4 years. I would like maybe I don't even know. I lost track of time. 4 years I'm out of coding temple, and but when I was like, I'm thinking back to the days when I was like a vet tech and I was making like minimum wage, with paying back my student loan debt. Honestly, at one point, if I hadn't had my family, I would have been homeless. And to think about that, just like is crazy. Um, I thankfully I never was in that situation because of my family, but it made me wonder like what if I didn't have them? And the fact is someday I won't. I need to fix this, right? And so yeah, so from that to now, it's exponentially drastic. Okay, I won't share numbers, but I will say that 2 years ago, I got married and my husband and I paid for our wedding ourselves. Um, and then we bought a house last year in February. Um, around that time, my car decided to also just wonk out on me, like the car I had since college. So I had to get that. And then this year I had a child. Okay. You can do whatever math you want to do in your head about what it takes to accomplish all of that in a time span of 4 years. It's incredible. I'm so proud of myself, and I mean both of us, honestly, we worked together on this, but I always felt like I would be such a financial burden on a partner because of my schooling and because of like I didn't really have that much when I started right out of college. And now just to feel like a contributor and being able to have all the things and not worry, like that's the piece of the puzzle too. Like I didn't recognize how it was affecting my mental health too. So when I think back at all the anxieties I had before that I no longer have because of the financial stability, I think that's an important thing to talk about, the mental health aspect of how that can also change your life in positive ways. Yes. So I've been able to talk to some young women literally this month who are just starting college. And I've been telling them the same thing. If I was you, I would get an associate's degree in computer science, and then I would do a boot camp, and then I would find a job that has tuition reimbursement. And if I wanted to finish my bachelor's, then I would do it. But only once I'm working for a place that'll pay for it. And if I want to get my graduate or my master's, any master's degree, do it at a place that offers tuition reimbursement. And that is what I would have done different. And that is what I tell all my 19, 18-year-old girls that are just starting out. That's the that is definitely the path I would have taken, because I would have been where I am right now at 25 if I had done that. And that's what I want young women to know, and that's what I want them to do. Um, no, I just want to end with the words that I always end with when I do these, which is be bold, be brave, and don't be afraid to fail at something new.